yelled something to the other bartender and followed the guy into the crowd. "Really?" I spat, willing her to feel my anger through our unwanted and apparently useless mental link. Nothing happened. Within seconds, Sam's head disappeared, swallowed by a horde of drunk idiots. I picked up the pace, roughly shoving away anyone in my path. When I reached the edge of the dance floor, she was just rounding the corner of the basement stairwell. I made it to the door in less than 10 steps. "I don't know what you heard, but I'm not into the whole three-way thing," I heard Sam say. She forced a laugh. "I'm betting you could find a more than willing participant upstairs, though. Try the bathroom by the door. Lots of weirdos hang out in there." I eased the door closed so it didn't make any noise, then crept down the steps. Sam was at the bottom, by the spare bottles of liquor, and she wasn't alone. The guy from the bar was in front of her, and to his right was a tall woman with bright red hair. "Your bravado is unimpressive," she said. "You're going to come with us." "That's really not gonna happen," Sam insisted, inching a hair to the left. As he flashed a series of images, the demon's primary means of communication, all involving the brutal beatdown of the two intruders. Despite the wave of involuntary contentment at the scenario of massive carnage and snapping bones in my grasp, I tamped the urges down and stepped onto the landing. "Will you submit to me?" he asked. "Submit to you?" Sam repeated. There was the smallest warble in her voice. "What the hell is that supposed to mean?" "Give yourself to us willingly. You'll feel no pain. I promise." The guy stepped closer, and the moment he reached out to touch her, I propelled myself forward. As he roared, a jarring sound that rattled my entire body. The demon didn't push for control, but stayed close to the surface in case I needed it. I wouldn't. "I suggest you take the lady's advice and go find a different playmate." The guy glared from Sam to me, then glanced at the red-haired woman. She let out a horrible shriek and flung herself at me. As murderous as the urges the demon spurred in me, I refused to hit a woman. Human, at least. But that didn't stop me from raising my arm to protect myself. It wasn't my fault she knocked herself out on my elbow. "See, Sammy?" I said, straightening. I rolled up the sleeve of my black Viking security t-shirt and flexed. In the short time I'd been working as a bouncer at Harlow's one and only nightclub, I developed a wicked reputation. "Told you my biceps were dangerous?" "Leave," the guy commanded. With impressive speed for a human, he moved in to wrap his hand around Sam's neck, and the entire room shifted. "This is none of your concern." "Isn't it?" My tone changed from deceptively light to viperous. Simmering anger coiled my muscles and galvanized every step. Most of it was me. I loved Sam and would kill anyone who tried to harm her. But there was demon in my motions. The monster inside bombarded me with another scene. My fist repeatedly pummeling the guy as he begged for mercy. The tantalizing lure of blood and fear and rage was almost too compelling to resist, but somehow I managed to push down the itch. Sam. Had to focus on Sam. I nodded to her. "You okay?" "Well, you know." Sam was tougher than any 10 women put together. Still, there was the slightest shake to her voice. Gray smoke bled into the air around her and almost sent me over the edge. "I'm not really into this guy, but he won't take no for an answer." The demon's hunger caused pinpricks of pain to bloom across my body. Killing this asshole would be easy. I could get in and remove him from the situation.